Okay guys, I'm back and I wanted to show you a very quick but a little time consuming Russian bread. It's called Khachapuri. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing it right or it actually comes or originated from Russia. So I'm not going to argue the point if someone comes up and say it's not Russian, but this is where I've learned the recipe from someone from Russia. So it's going to be my version, my twist, so it may not be exactly what some people are used to that know this dish, but this is what I'm making, and I am going to tell you what I'm going to use. It's very simple. You really only need maybe 2 or 3 ingredients. The first one is going to be, I love this brand of mix. It is called the Bisquick All-Purpose Baking Mix, but I am going to use it for this purpose here for the khachapuri. Okay? And once we get this to rise, we're going to put cheese in it, and it's very simple, so you'll see. Let's get started. Okay, and here's all you need. Like I said earlier, it's very simple. If I didn't say it, it's a very simple dish to make. So this is all you pretty much need is mozzarella cheese or any cheese of your liking and an egg. So we're going to bind this all together with the egg, bind it up. It's going to be pretty much like the same process. If you saw my process of the stuffed potatoes with the ham and cheese, it's going to be something like that. But anyways, let's get started on the baking process or the stove process. Okay, and I have everything together, which is only 2 things. But that was the egg with the cheese. So here we are. Here I have some of the dough. I'm going to take it and flatten it out. Once we take it and flatten it out, like I said earlier in my video for the stuffed potatoes, we're just pretty much going to put the cheese mixture with the eggs inside, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, I have the dough all rolled out. I didn't roll it all the way to a flat. You do want it a little bit thick because you do know, or you remember, we are going to be adding the cheese inside of it, so you don't want it to be too thin because then the cheese will seep out. So here we go. Okay, here I've taken the cheese mixture and I'm about to wrap it into a ball or ball it into a ball. I may have some extra dough left over, but I will add it back into the dough to make some more. So let's get started on the cooking process. Okay, what I've done here, I've made it into a ball, and I pretty much did it like that to kind of keep, close it up. And of course I had 2 hands available, which now I don't. So now we're not going to use the rolling pin to flatten this out. We're going to kind of like push our hands and turn it as we push. And I can't do it now and I'm messing it up. But anyways, I will show you the finished product before we place it on the stove. Okay, I have it on the stove in a pan, and I didn't add any oil, any butter. Like I said, I don't know if it's traditional, but this is what I'm used to making. I placed some holes in it. Actually, I put some holes into the dough mixture, and we're going to cover this up and cook it on for 5 minutes on each side. Just wanted to give you a quick look of what it looks like while it's cooking. Instead of doing 5 minutes on one side, 5 on the other, I did do 5 minutes, but I broke it down to maybe 2 minutes, flipped it, 2 minutes, flipped it until we got to the 5-minute mark. So it's about done. I'm going to plate it, and I'll show you what you can do with it once you plate it. Okay, and it is done. You can either put oil on it, or you can butter it up with margarine or butter. So spread it over, cut it up, enjoy.